Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful that you took the time to tune in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Listen, we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real, relevant, and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello over there, Sonjia Peltin-Sam. How are you?
I am doing amazing, Kim.
You know, backstage, everyone, just so y'all will be in on the inside joke, right? I actually told her this could be her stage name, Sonjia.
And I almost changed it, guys.
Because that could work. That could work a stage. Coming to the stage is Sonjia Peltin-Sam. That sounds like something, right?
Yeah, that sounds like something.
And you know what? You're a woman that's so diverse and of many different talents, which we're going to learn a lot about many of them today, right here on this episode. And I think you're an inspiration based on everything that I've researched about you. I don't know you personally, but I feel like I've known you for a long time just by what you put out, the content, the information, the aura, what you actually just bring to the world, to the universe. And I'm excited to have you here today.
And I'm excited to be here, Kim.
Now, where are you located? I know you're visiting right now, so we were talking about that too, but where are you officially located?
So I'm officially located in Baytown, which is right outside of Houston, Texas. Right now, I'm visiting my family. My dad is sick, so right now I'm in the fabulous Fort Worth, Texas, right outside of Dallas, Texas.
Okay. When I know, first of all, I'm praying for your dad. I didn't know that. So I'm praying for your dad for a speedy recovery and asking God to heal his body. I'm a big believer that we can ask for healing in Jesus' name. That's what I believe. Obviously, this is not always reflective of the show, but Kim Jacobs, the host of the show, I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so I believe that it's through his healing power and through his stripes that we can claim healing. And I pray that over your dad's life. Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes. And then just visiting with family is always a wonderful time, even in sometimes when it's weird situations that bring you together. Family's family, you know?
Yes.
You get a chance to just reconnect and love on each other. I had my brother visited us this past weekend, and I had the best time with my youngest brother. My oldest brother was out of town for a homegoing celebration of one of his dear friends. Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful that you took the time to tune in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs. Y'all tuning in today. So thank you backstage, Mackenzie. I don't know, something happened. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much. And we're glad you all tuned in today. But just having family around, it does make you just feel better for some reason to know your family's there, right?
It does.
Yeah. Well, okay, listen, everybody, make sure you all are chiming in. Let us know where you're visiting in from. I love to send some shout outs and say, hey, glad to have you in the virtual studio audience. We don't take it for granted that you all are a part of the studio audience. Without you, the show couldn't even exist. So thank you for being a valued part of this broadcast. We appreciate you. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to start, Mackenzie, with attorney Charles Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm. And then we're going to come right back and introduce our very special guest today. We'll be right back.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everidge, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
We're back. And again, attorney Charles Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm. Make sure you all reach out to them if you are in the North Carolina, the South Carolina, the Richmond, Virginia area, or Alabama. Make sure that you all reach out to them if you're dealing with disability, wrongful death of a loved one. If you're dealing definitely with disability, give them a call. Workers' compensation, any kind of claims that you're not sure if you're going to be able to get a good result, reach out to attorney Charles Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm, and any of the attorneys there will be more than happy to assist you, and they're very knowledgeable, whether it's son attorney Peyton, whether it's attorney, I think her name is Sarah Knox, if there's attorney Hunter, all kind of attorneys over there, and they know their stuff. So go and check them out. 704-251-2945. All right, listen. Who's coming into the studio audience? I see some of you all. Hey, mommy. My mom is front and center. She's like, good morning, ladies. And she be telling her friends and family, I'm going to watch a show. I see you, Annetta Caldwell, our Reinvent Yourself specialist. And she's one of our experts here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And she says, good morning, beautiful ladies. Good morning to you. All right. And I see others that are starting to come in. Let us know when you get in. We'll acknowledge you. So you can support me by sending stars. Yes, stars do help you earn more money and more content. So definitely the Kim Jacobs Show. If you go over to our Facebook page, we now accept stars. I'm like, yay, we're moving on. Okay, anyway, let me rock and roll and give this formal introduction of this beautiful queen here today. Sonjia, I'm not going to read everything because then she's going to talk about that in her story, but she holds a counseling degree in mental health with a specialty in addiction and substance abuse. She also holds a certificate in arts as a therapeutic practice. She helps people. I'm not going to say that. Okay, wait. She's a certified teacher in the state of Texas. And there is a specific group of people that she has a passion towards helping. I'm going to let her talk about that. She also is the owner of Vision Board Boutique, and she is a certified teacher, aka Mrs. Sam's Art Rocks. And she is also working with GCCISD, Goose Creek ISD, which we're going to learn more about as well. I am so happy to have Sonjia Peltin-Sam here today.
Well, thank you, Kim, for having me today.
Well, I think that you're so energetic because of some things that's happened along your journey. So I really want people to understand who you are, where you've come from, and what's made you so passionate about life. So take us back on your journey a little bit, please.
Well, Kim, of course, I came from Dallas, Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. So that's why I'm a little country. Y'all gonna hear this accent, right?
Okay.
Accent. I just let people know right off the bat. I come from a Christian family background. Let's see. So you talked about Vision Board Boutique. So we'll go back how that started. So pretty much all of my life, I've been a visionary. And so I learned that having a vision is very important, just to write the vision and make it plain. So I don't do like other people do. I believe that words are important, right? And so the first thing I do, I have a whole program, and the first thing I do is tell people to go back and look up words and look up scriptures and things like that, right? And put those things on the board, because we get so consumed with stuff in our lives, right? Because we are materialistic, and that's just where we are right now as globally, really. And so we forget about the things that are really important, that will impact us and take us through life, right? So I tell people, I say, why don't put your $1 million dream on a piece of $1 poster board. That's the first thing. So I tell people to get a nice cork board and put everything on the cork board. And that way, once you
put a cardboard or like a cork board.
We want cork. We want to get that cork. We don't want that $1 cardboard. We want a cork board or a pen board or something nice that you can put up on the wall that you want to see, right? Something that you want to see daily, right? And so they have all kinds of data that's beautiful, right? And put scriptures that encourage you, things that you want to speak over yourself or your family, things that you want to happen in your life, things that you want to change about yourself internally, right? Because it is so important in today, when sometimes People feel like they're spiritually unstable, mentally unstable. Things are unraveling all around you, right? It's important to keep yourself together. And so that's how that was born. Because I see people and they just run to put the house and run to put the car on the board and run to put stuff on the board. And I'm thinking, like, what about the things that hold you together, that center you, right? The Christ part of your life. And so I tell people to do that part first. And so we'll talk about that. And so then the GLAM coach was born. And so
That's good.
I went to a life coaching class, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, I'm going to become a coach. But I found that I was always helping people because I used to own the largest Black-owned salon in Fort Worth, Texas back in the day. And
Okay.
so I found that I was always helping people. That's what I always did, was solve problems, you know? So in the midst of me not knowing exactly why, God orders your steps. And so we'll learn to be ordered by the Lord. And so I got them like, I'm not leaving without nothing. God, I'm paying my coins to be up in here. And the GLAM coach was born. And then I went around, and what I was really doing was just helping and impacting people back in the day online, showcasing other people's programs, what they were having, different kind of programs, different kind of stuff like that, encouraging people, right?
Yeah.
Like a figure and walk through the steps of what God had given me. I never stopped, right, because of monetary means. I just kept going and kept growing.
Mm.
And so from there, the whole vision board, bringing it together as programs, was born. And so I've always had kind of like skills. You saw art rods, right? And I put those together with graphic art skills, and things just kind of started going together. So I had these programs with these beautiful word cutout books. I had all kind of like graphics, which I'll show you later, inside of the books. And so I was like, put the words, put the quotes, put the scriptures in one place where they don't have to just keep searching around, right? Things that are really important and really impactful to people's lives to change their life. And so I was able to do these and create these. And then we're going to talk a little bit later about the cancer and how the cancer impact of my life brought everything that I do together for people.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you started, you had the vision, and you were like, I'm not going to just throw my vision out there on any old thing, but I'm going to elevate it and make it more meaningful for you. Now everybody, obviously, when you're dealing with putting your vision out there, I know sometimes I used to put just clippings on my refrigerator, just of an image of something that I really wanted to see become a reality. And everything that I clipped and put on my refrigerator, just with one of the little magnetic things that was right there visibly before me every day, God made that thing become a reality in my life. Yes. Everything, not one thing was on my refrigerator that did not become a reality. And so I know that the writing the vision, making it plain, so you kind of know what to even ask God for, then, or ask whoever you believe in. It doesn't matter who your higher power is. I honor that. I'm not saying that your belief has to be my belief, but I asked God for those things, and they became a reality in my life. Mm-hmm. So I do agree with getting it out of our head and putting it onto something. Let me also show you one more thing.
Well, I like what you said, Kim, because I'm going to tell you something, because I do believe like mostly everything on my vision boards came to pass too. I tell people too, it was a difference in success and good success.
That's right.
And I do think so. Sometimes I do, but I'm saying I believe it's a difference in success and good success. And then that's where like my program does have more biblical principles, but I believe it's just the difference in the two. Because some successes can leave you just happily, monetarily, or things, because I have a lot of things, right? And other successes leave you on the inside,
right,
with strength and happiness and joy in the midst of, right? And so we'll talk a little bit about that later.
I love everything you're saying. I'm sitting here, I'm taking notes, I'm trying to host, I'm talking to McKay, I'm doing everything. But this right here is something that I attended, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but this is something that it may look kind of simple and silly to other people, but Carrie Ann Hilliard, one of our Mother Dreamer members, did a vision workshop. It was a mother-daughter vision workshop. And so my daughter has hers in her room, and I have mine here. And yeah, I could put down that my dream vehicle is a Bentley. I want that. Yes. And y'all see me rolling. Hey, don't trip, because I already asked God for what I wanted there. But then I also put here that the plans that he has for me are good, to prosper, and they are not evil. He has great plans for me. And then I put a Bible there. Then I put, look to the hills which cometh my help, because my help comes from the Lord. Now I don't know if that look like heels. The point is, write your vision on something and make it a reality. So go ahead, keep talking to us. So you wrote the vision and became a visionary.
Yes. And so then I helped other people become visionaries. And it's very important, like we put things on the boards. And a lot of times I learned we're vision board parties. And then I was just clipping out stuff, putting stuff on the board. I don't even know if that's what I want, right? So most of the magazines are old because people are not going to pay money. So it's 5 years old. We put a 5-year-old call on that. Like we putting stuff and then we get it. And then I remember saying, I want a 5-bedroom house with 3 bathrooms and I want this, that, and other. And then I got it and realized, well, I wanted more than I wanted a different area. I wanted this, you know what I'm saying? But I got what I asked for.
Right? You got what you asked for.
I got what I asked for, but I was not specific on what I asked for, right?
Ooh, that's so good.
You have to be willing to bend because God has things for us too. So I never want to go outside of those boundaries, but being specific, right? So I learned, I said, it's okay if you want to do the magazine, but what if we researched? What if we went to the house and took pictures? What if we went online and exactly saw the house? What if we put the exact color interior we wanted in that car instead of just pulling it off that magazine at the party, right? So what if we were specific with kind of like how we wanted our interest rates or cardinals to be? What if we were more specific with things that we wanted? And so that's where that came in from. I'm not against having a party and doing that, but when you get home, be more specific, go through, and that's where putting it on a piece of corkboard. Things change. Right. I tell people all the time, your life changes, you grow. And really it's something you should assess maybe every 4 months, at least a half a year, right? 6 months, you should assess that thing. You might not even want that anymore. Because I remember I had my son and my daughter-in-law because they were spiffy. I'm going to be old spiffy.
Right.
They had a sports car, but then they had the twins. The twins were born. You don't need a sports car with the twins, right? You got to have 2 car seats.
Right.
Life changed. You got to take that off the board because something happened dramatically in your life and your life changed. Right.
So be specific, because I want to make sure we capture some of these points that you're saying. And I know Mackenzie backstage is typing them for me. So be specific with what your request is on your vision board to the point where you're actually getting a picture of a specific kind of house, not just drawing it per se or clipping it out of a magazine. Go look at the house you're interested in and take a picture of that. That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I love it. Be specific.
Visions change. Visions have steps, right? So we have to look at that. Like their thing was changed. So 9 months changing it in a year wouldn't help. You got to change that. I don't need the sports car now. I need the little Lexus SUV that'll hold the kids, or the minivan, or whatever.
Girl, the family van is fine. By the time I get everybody crammed in there, and God knows when I need to move something from somewhere to somewhere else, I'll fold all them seats back and flip them all. And now it turns into technically like a mini U-Haul. I'm like, girl, this right here that came through. I want my family van.
and believe it or not, I have 4 boards. But one of them is just, it's a vision board, but it's project management. I believe that when you write the vision and make it plain, you put it in steps, right? And so then I turn that whole vision into a project management board, right? So let's say you're starting the business. You want to start the business, but you have things you need to get, whether it's an LLC, whether it's a DBA, the bank account, for this. Put those things on there, right? And then let's say you do want to do some talk shows. You do want to have your own products. I do products out. I'm going to put it in there. Your girl do work boots, journals, plans.
Some serious work. I was like, you have every kind of product: black book, black dress, black. You got the black dress. Then you need to have the black book. I got all your images.
I got it. It said if what is the little black planner, you need a little black dress and a little black planner. That's coming up on my birthday, my 50th birthday. I got something coming for y'all.
No, you're gonna be turning 50? No, seriously, you look amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turning 50, but I have some treats for y'all coming up at 50. So when we hit up talking about that email list and getting that free gift, you want to get that free gift so you can stay in the know of what all I'm gonna drop for free on that B-Day. Y'all want to be
You're gonna convince me. I'm signing up. I'll give you my email, sweetheart. You can get my email. I'm on the list. Let's see. Mackenzie. Mackenzie said we all getting company cars. Oh, she backstage typing. She's like, "Oh, girl, you ain't the only one getting no Bentley. We're gonna have a whole fleece of Bentley. Claim it,
You know what?
Mackenzie."
And I do say that though, and we think like, okay, it's your vision, right? You can't make your kids do anything, but when your kids are young, baby, you need to have a vision for them on the board, and then teach them how to create their own. Because sometimes they don't know which way they're going, but we know we want them to be a great success as parents, right? We know our family. I tell people this too. I had a bad habit on my vision board of putting other people on there. The Obamas on there. You know, we put every family we see that's great on there. And the truth is, what we want is what God has for us. You and your husband need to be on your board. And under that, you need to put the word of God on your board. See that? See that?
I got my whole Michelle Obama wallet. I guess I need to have a Kim Jacobs wallet.
But I'm one saying as far as your vision board, though, you know, you got to carry that purse, girl, because Michelle is fabulous. Wallet. But I'm saying, you know, you put you and your husband on there, and then you put what you want God to do for your marriage on your board. The truth is, what I learned from looking at reality TV and celebrities and pastors and their wives, and then the next year they're not together, and we think people are fabulous, and they come together and they can be a great united front. She even said, "That's my girl," but the first 10 years she hated him. You want that? So you've been married 2 years, and you wonder why you hate them, because that's the vision you put. You might be great at the end, but you got to go through the 10 they went through. Well,
girl, you're preaching, Sonjia. You know, you're preach. I'm about to flip it over and be you. You know what? Well, you just struck a nerve. So look, you be over there, and I'll be over here. Hello, everyone. I'm being interviewed today by Sonjia Peltin-Sam. Thanks for having me on the show. Okay, go ahead, girl.
I mean, I've just learned that we look at people because that's what we are. We see so much, right? The eye gates, we see so much, we take it in, and we end up wanting it. And so I learned reality TV is amazing. Yeah, I like it, because I'm going to tell you what it teaches me is I don't have to want to be like anybody else.
Nobody.
They have everything together and nothing together. Right? So
yeah,
$1 billion, I might just need $1 million to be happy, because they got $1 billion and they killing themselves. I saw Kim Spade, but if Kim Spade, Kate Spade, the biggest deal of their life, killed herself. We all saying, baby, if I had $1 billion deal, baby, I'd be. No, you don't know what you do. And she had a child to live for, but she couldn't see past a point, regardless of how big the deal is. Michael Jackson, we see these amazing people, Whitney Houston, and then they can't get over simple things, right? And they can't beat these addictions, and they can't beat other things. And so what you want to be is the best Kim Jacobs you can be, the best.
That's all I want to do. I don't want to be
like watch and say your name. I want to be the best, whatever your name is, that I can be, that God created me to be.
That's what God created each of us.
Right. Right. And I think one of the biggest things.
But before we go past the Kate Spade thing, as a host, I always like to just pull it back in for a minute. Kate Spade, obviously, according to the news, died of an apparent suicide and by hanging herself, according to what was being shared with CNN. So that's where that source is coming from. But obviously, Kate Spade and her family and anyone else that's passed from suicide, our heart goes out to all of their families, because we don't know what leads to people being in a state of hopelessness. So I just want to make sure that we don't just say it and then we get a chance to not address that. If you are dealing with suicidal tendencies or thoughts, please reach out to 988 to get National Suicide Prevention help immediately. Don't become a statistic that we're talking about later. Get the help that you need, and know that you are valued on this earth. Whether the people that you're surrounding yourself with right now value you or not, God created you to be a blessing in somebody's life, and somebody needs you on this earth. So don't worry about who appreciates you and who don't around you. Get the help that you need and understand that you are a valued part of this world. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Keep going.
And I love that. And that's back to what we were saying about the board. Put those things on there. Encourage yourself. Put scriptures, put quotes, put what you need healing from, right? Mental, mentally, it's big today. My daughter dealt with it. It's big today. And we really have to take that into account while we want stuff. We want stuff, but we don't want to fix it. And we have this thing that stuff will fix it. If I didn't have all these bills, it would fix it. If I didn't have this, it would fix it. And that's not what brings hope. And happiness is not always there, but joy of the Lord is our strength. And you can lean and depend on that. And I'm a witness of that. Y'all gonna make me tear up and cry today, honey. I told you, I said it on my post. I said, girl, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry a little bit, and then we're gonna have a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah, you know what, I can tell right now that as we're talking, there are some things that she's sharing, like as far as the vision boards and different things. How do you go about capturing your vision when in the studio audience? How do you go about doing that? I want to hear from some of the studio audience members, and I'll put the link here in case any of you want to pop on the screen and share verbally how you do that. You can come right into the broadcast. I welcome you to come head to head. If you have questions for Sonjia while she's here about writing the vision and making it plain, get those answers from her while she's here as an expert willing to share. Now, Sonjia, you talked about your bout with cancer. What I want to talk about when we come back from this commercial break, can you take us a little bit deeper in that journey? What type of cancer did you have? How did you get to the other side? You're here, jovial, excited, living life, hair, full hair, all kind of stuff going on. But that wasn't always your story. So I want people to hear this. What this? When we come back right after our next commercial break. We'll be right back, everyone.
I have peace of mind with Silver Shield Security, which has been protecting my family and home, along with servicing the Carolinas for over a decade. Silver Shield Security knows the importance of convenience and safety. Whether you live in an apartment or home or run a business, they are here to protect you from unwanted intrusions and fires. Call now at 704-440-4688 or visit the website at www.silvershield-security.com. You can use my promo code #ToneX and get 1/2 off your installation price. Don't forget to ask about the new no money down options. Let Silver Shield Security help to give you peace of mind, just like me and my family, and keep your business safe.
All right, everyone, we're back and we're talking with Sonjia Peltin-Sam about a lot of things in life, vision, her journey, and how you can get glammed up by the glam coach. So we're here talking with her today about her journey. Talk to us and tell us again how you experienced cancer and how you overcame it. And now you're thriving, kicking it in the head.
Well, before I talk about that, we're going to go back to right before the commercial break. I think one of the greatest things you can do is with your vision is make sure that you can leave everything in the earth that you're supposed to, that God created you to do. Steve Jobs, before he died, it was a wonderful thing. I felt like he died too young. He was innovative. He was this. And to be able to leave before you leave and say, hey, it's okay, because I left everything that I had to leave here. I can't get another invention. I've been trying to think there's nothing else I want to do but leave a legacy and leave something great.
I share in that philosophy. And Les Brown teaches us as a living legend. He often tells a story and he talks about how important it is for us not to go to our grave site or to our deathbed, and surrounding us is all of our gifts and our talents. And they're angry because they were put inside of our bodies and we didn't do anything with them. So I'm an avid believer, Sonjia, that every gift and talent that I can use without being like too much of a Haman, which I am a Haman. I'm like, I'm doing all kind of stuff. Whatever God's will is for me, I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I just want to see, okay, God, you want me to try and see? Okay, let me go ahead and see what you want me to do. This is going to bless somebody if you're putting it in my spirit. So let me do it. It might bless 6 people. It might bless 1,000, 1,000,000. I don't know. But I'm going to be obedient so that when I leave this earth, and it sounds like you too, we're going to live full and die empty, according to Les Brown.
Yeah. So that cancer battle. When I was diagnosed with cancer, y'all, I had a moment. I might have had a 10-minute moment. I just broke down in the doctor's office and just went through. And then I had to say, shake yourself off. You're not even hurting yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even, like, come on, shake it off, right? And then it brought me back to what GLAM originally stood for: grace, love, and mercy, right? And that's still part of it. But the GLAM coach, I help you. G, get up now. L, love yourself. A, affirm your belief. And M, it's some things that you can make happen right now in your life and in your business. I learned that didn't stop. That didn't stop because of a diagnosis, right? And then it was like everything I was teaching from Vision was it's not all about how you look, because I was the glam coach. It's not all about how you look. It's not all about how you dress. It's not all about what you have. It's not about XYZ, right? That was the whole spiel. You know how we get the pitch and the things together, right? Because that's easy to say when you look decent,
Right.
How you
When you're going through.
decent, right. And so then the question was, Sonjia, did all your hair fall out? Sonjia, how you looking? Sonjia, you know what I'm saying? So this was the big question. And I learned, shake it off, take a photo shoot, show them. It's gone. It's gone. It was time I had to show them, okay, today my nails black. My toe, this is black. My skin dark. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
I'm going through this, but it didn't make me. It's not who I am at my core, right? And so it was great because people heard before, but the testimony after the fact is what helped build other people up. And I think we don't want to go through, right? When we transitioning through the moment, right? When we are walking through the valley of the shadow of death, we should fear no evil. That's the easy thing to say. The scriptures are the easy thing to quote until you're going through. Because I believe it's somebody on here going through today. And they like, everybody is talking at me. The truth is, you make it over to the other side to be somebody else's testimony. Tell somebody else what they're going to go through, what they're going to experience, and you can make it. You can make it. The greatest thing I've ever experienced, I think, was that. I've experienced 3 divorces, and I made it. I experienced bankruptcy, and I made it. What made cancer any different? Right? And so what do you do with your vision? You put that I'm going to surround myself with a support group of people that can encourage me.
Wow.
Right? That board I put up.
You have my black cloth. You done made me pull out a paper, a napkin, a regular napkin.
That board that I put up there, I had to encourage myself late in the middle of the night. I had to tell Sonjia, it's going to be okay, Sonjia. Because believe it or not, people will give up on you. Because they'll look at you and they won't see hope. They can look at you when you dropped all your weight. Look at your fingernails. The people's closest to you. Look at your toenails. Look at your hair falling out. And even those people will cry at times because they don't see it. And you have to dig deep and have faith and know that you're going to make it through.
Look who got. That's why it's so important to have great support. Because guess what, my mama came and stuck her hand in and handed me my black cloth. I'm like,
and that you're gonna make it through. That you're gonna make it through. So somebody here, you're gonna make it through divorce. You're gonna make it through bankruptcy. You're gonna make it through sickness. You're gonna make it through depression. Then I'm sick. My daughter got depressed because I'm sick and she's in high school. I gotta get her therapy on top of me. You know, it comes down. Stuff rains down.
Yeah.
And so that's where I put the prayer, the scriptures, the bullet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it was always no long time. I'm going in for a long time. It don't take out faith, because you can speak a whole lot of stuff, say a whole lot of stuff, pray a long time. That don't mean you have faith.
That's right.
That's right. I walked through it. And so what did I do? Let me tell y'all what I did. I picked myself up, feeling bad, hurting out it, and I kept going. And then I talked to Dr. Connie Stewart. So that's my coach. Every coach got a coach. That's what I want y'all to know. Every coach got a coach. And Dr. Connie told me this because I'm like, everybody wants what I have in my business. Because, you know, I built products, I built systems, I built different kind of things. And I said, but they want exactly what I have. And she said, give it to them. License it, give it to them, let them have it. And so what that was born was the Vision Coach certification, where people can have their own program, just like mine. And so they have their own book, their own workbook, their own journal. As you can see, we have some stuff in the back. So this is
that is beautiful. And I have all of the images too, and put them all up.
So these are cutouts that you put, the scriptures, the quotes, everything.
I love that.
For you to, and then you can add your pictures too. But so I build them their own systems that they can teach as a coach, especially if they're life coaching to their people, right? And they can add that vision board component to that. That was born. And I'm in the bed, I'm in the hospital making money.
Mm.
I'm making money in the bed in the hospital sick, right? I didn't give up. I didn't stop. I just kept right on working through.
Mm.
And so then other things were born, and people like, hey, I got this product, now what? Then you put you a course with it. You put your little online course with it, with your workbook. You can make that right out of a course, right? And then I could build the landing pages to help them go with the landing pages. And so I could come up with them full courses. And then Dr. Nikki Ziegler,
She's on here, and the Herbassadors are in the house. All of the Herbassadors are showing up.
So then I was making things like journals and planners and ebooks and stuff like that. Dr. Nikki Ziegler, she helped me grow, right? I had like I've had like things in my life to help me grow,
right,
from level to level, right? Glory
That's
to glory. Things that
awesome.
help you grow. It's people that you put in your life that help you grow. I had all of these people.
Wow.
You know, I had a great prayer group of people. Y'all better get y'all some old people in your life. I'll tell y'all something. One of my best friends is like almost 80 years old. I think she's 78, 79. Let me tell y'all something. She helped me go to college. Help me go back to school, baby. Go back to school. I'm gonna put you in there. See, old people put you in there. Young people try to give you what you might want to do. Old people tell you, no, baby, you going to school, honey. You going back get this education, honey. They might not can even say it right. They walk you down, make you sign your name on the dotted line. They don't talk about it. They make you be about it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I want to ask you what advice do you have for other people that are struggling and just trying to get through their bout with cancer? And I know other warriors that, let me put one up, which is my sister. I consider her a sister, but Desreen Gerald, and she is a warrior. She's been battling with some cancer and kicking it totally in the head. And we call her Wakanda Forever on this picture, and doing an amazing job of just kicking it in the head. But then I also have a sister that passed from her battle with cancer. And again, in the very final stages of her life, she said, I am healed. I'm completely healed. And she was healed. She was a whole different person. Ruth, my sister Ruth, was an entirely different person when she got ready to transition from this earth. She was healed. Mm-hmm. She was healed. Whether we could see it physically or whether she lived any longer on this earth, she was healed. What advice do you give people that some people make it and some people don't make it from that particular battle? Any thoughts?
I will say, don't give up hope. Happiness not always there. Keep the joy aspect of your life. Faith is a big component. Getting up, getting yourself together. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. Is to get out the bed, get in the tub, take a bath, just put yourself on some clothes or nice night clothes. That makes you just feel a lot better, believe it or not, through the pain process, because I know it's there. I was diagnosed with triple negative. My tumor, you could feel my tumor. It was big, like you just touch my skin and feel it.
That's what my sister. She had. You could feel it.
Mm-hmm. And I had one of the most. It was one of the really aggressive kinds. So like time they found it, it was like boom, boom, boom. So they gave me the highest doses of chemo, the worst chemo. Right then, I had chemo again. I was in the hospital a lot of different times. Then I had surgery. Then I had radiation, and then I had chemo again. So, in the process, I just learned you're going to have to go through the steps. You have to go through the process. Trust the process. Don't give up. Keep the faith. Keep people around you that encourage you. Some Facebook groups help me out. Late in the middle of the night, you can't call everybody. You know, you're not trying to wake people up in the middle of the night.
Right.
Great Facebook groups that could answer questions. Like one time, I just did not want to go to the hospital. Y'all just was tired. I just couldn't do it. I just was not going to do it.
Right.
The whole group just got on me. I was like, yeah, not tonight. Not.
And they encouraged you.
Yes. They was like, no, get up. Your feet was high. You got to tell somebody you got to go. You got to get up. And I was like, I got to go, but it might go down. It was like, no, you got to go for this one, sister. You have to go. You know, so everybody's like, yeah, go. And I'm happy I did.
Good.
I had a bout where I couldn't breathe. You know, like if that had happened at home, I'd have been in trouble.
So not everybody can even understand your journey or your struggle, because like if you're not dealing with that particular thing, you want to encourage a person, but you want to encourage them the way that they want to be encouraged. So how do you know how to encourage somebody that's dealing with cancer, and you don't know how they really want to be encouraged?
Well, I tell you this: you encourage them. If you sometimes you see the looks on their face, sometimes you leave it alone. You have to know when to keep going. Because my dad, right now, we just found out last week, and so he has both the lungs, the liver, the colon. But he went through it with me. He lived with me, so they lived with me for a little over a year.
Mhm.
But he went through it with me. So, and I'm telling my mom, she's older. I can tell him what to do. No, you can't, because you don't know. Like you don't know, and I still don't know how. And I can tell him get in some groups. Pray, because he's big on prayer and stuff like that. Get in some groups where people know exactly
Right.
what you're experiencing, and you can talk to them about the experience. Like I can talk to him about some stuff. Like my mom said, well, no, the doctor says it's not gonna hurt, not gonna this. And like I told him, some of the hyperventilating I did the first 3 times I went is because my expectation. I heard doctors telling me stuff. I heard nurses telling me stuff. You had cancer? No. Well, then you see people coming in, they suited up like the next great COVID is coming. They get
So
suited
it's
up.
like something going on,
Yeah, they got suited up to give me chemo.
Right.
I mean, they suited with the whole suit on. I'm like, they just suited from the head. I'm like, well, if it's that bad and it's going to my skin, then you hear people saying, yeah, you like it did, it turned black, it did, but it didn't burn going in. It wasn't like I was burning. You know what I'm saying? And so just the hyped up expectation, I would hyperventilate the first 3 times. They had to bring me and stuff like, and I was telling my dad, so don't, because I was able to tell him by seeing me. Half of that was over dramatic because I didn't know what to expect. I had nobody to tell me. So I'm thinking it's burning. I'm looking at people coming in, and I'm saying, if you
I
just
can't even imagine. So I no matter how you word it, I just can't envision it.
Yeah. So I'm like, you just relax. And I had the worst treatment. He won't even have the worst treatment. So I'm like, just relax and go into is that part right there is not gonna burn on it. So you have to have somebody who's been there to talk to you
That's
and
good
things like
advice.
that, and know when to stop, when to go. Pray about what to say. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, this is good advice that you're sharing. And is there any special thing that you shouldn't say to a person that's going through dealing with cancer? Like, what's the thing you would say? Don't say this.
I'm not super emotional.
Okay.
I'm not super emotional. And then you got family members gonna come in, they're gonna start crying. Then sometimes you have to turn away the crying, but sometimes the crying comes. It's nothing really you can because every person is different. I take stuff kind of with a grain of salt. I can take it and throw it. My mama was in there. I had braids in. So I had my hair, y'all. It was cute. I had braids in and I wasn't losing my hair at first. Everybody
Right.
lose your hair right off. I was like, honey, because I'm standing in faith. I like, baby, this hair gonna stay. Y'all see this? None of this hair falling out. Took the braids out, so it lasted the first set of braids. I was good. I was like, I'm good. Got away with it a few months. Then all of a sudden, my mom is taking my hair down and it all comes out in her hand. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's just crying. I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? Then she had to show me. And then I looked and it's just patches of hair. And then I was like, oh, so it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's real.
Then it became a reality that it really is.
I'm her baby.
Wow.
And I held it together. So you just never know how moments are going to go. Wow. That's why you just stay in prayer, because you never know how moments are going to go. Like we have moments of life, moments in time.
And all of these wristbands here, all of these, this is your hospital.
I have way over, I'm going to say over 100, maybe over 150 wristbands. I try to keep them out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But this too shall pass, because guess what? You're on the other side of it now, right?
I'm on the other side, and cancer free, not remission, cancer free.
Cancer free. I am super excited that that's a part of your story and your journey. And even though my sister transitioned, she's in heaven with my son Gabe, and I just want to pop her picture up and just tell Ruth that I know you're still celebrating from heaven today, Ruth, and we honor and salute you today as we've heard about this survivor with cancer, Sonjia Peltin-Sam. Listen, y'all, we talking to Sonjia Peltin-Sam. It's so much more to her story. We're going to be talking about her coaching concept. I want to hear about that because you have a new state-of-the-art philosophy on how you coach people. So when we come back after this next commercial break, I want to hear what your coaching style is. So dry your face during the commercial break, right quick. And we're going to get to the other side. Let me, you know what, before we take this commercial break, Mackenzie backstage, let me do this. Ruth, rest in peace. I see all. Pop these comments up like a flash round for me, Mackenzie, right quick. Thank you to backstage. Let's see. Ernetta Caldwell, your sister is beautiful. You are amazing, Queen. Maybe Mackenzie can't hear me. Okay. Your sister is beautiful. Trina says you are amazing, Queen. Sonjia Peltin-Sam. Who else is on here? Arnetta Caldwell says your story is beautiful, Sonjia. You two should connect because she is also a reinvent yourself specialist, but she also does some beautiful vision board events, and it like, I mean, nice box and stuff is already in there in the kit. She is a glam queen too. So y'all two can really do some serious damage. Dr. Ziegler says, hey, she is beautiful. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Who else is on here? Thank you for being here with the Herbassadors, Dr. Nikki.
Woo-hoo.
All right, let's see. Dr. Nikki says she's beautiful. Candace, I see hearts. I see Trina saying you are amazing, Queen. Sonjia Peltin-Sam. Let's see. Lots of comments coming in. Keep your comments coming in, and we will continue to try to pop them up throughout today's. That's my bae. That's what Dr. Nikki said. That's my bae. I know that's how you're saying it too. All right, listen, I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. I see Coach Ann said, hey, Queen.
Hey.
And Simone, my mom says, you're a beautiful, strong queen. And I see Simone says, hey, Queen. Okay, lots of comments. Y'all just keep your comments coming, and we will do everything we can to get them up throughout. Jerika says, beautiful on the inside and out. Thank you, Jerika, for your compliment. Lisa Johnson Thomas, who's also a new host. Oh, you are the best glam coach, Coach Ann says. And I see Lisa Thomas says, that's good. Leave every gift on earth that God gave us. Let me go to that comment. And she's also a new talk show host. So make sure you all connect with Lisa Johnson Thomas. All right. Thank you all so much for taking the time to type at that level over there in the virtual studio audience. When we come back, we'll talk more with Sonjia Peltin-Sam. We'll be right back. I think I'm working Mackenzie so fast back there. She's like, Lord, you talking way too fast. All right. Let me go to a commercial break, everybody. Confidence Tones is next. Here we go.
Welcome to Confidence Tones, where we use a proprietary audio development formula called audio immersion to provide an experience that's designed to help quickly and effortlessly generate positive change in the subconscious mind when used correctly. This experience is achieved using 4 primary building blocks: brainwave modulation, invocation of positive emotions, immersive imagination stimuli, and developmental suggestion. We know of no other source in the world that provides the synergistic combination. With a good pair of headphones, you'll be able to immerse yourself into audio that's designed specifically to help you feel better, do better, and live better.
Everyone. And also, I don't know, I got my son and daughter up here some kind of way, but I love them, and I'm glad to have you all pop into the screen. Thank you, Mackenzie, for reminding me of the beauty of my younger 2 children that are still in the home. Okay, listen, to learn more about Confidence Tones, you can visit drjod.com, and you can also reach out to her at 800-820-0854. Again, that's 800-820-0854, and drjod.com to learn more about Confidence Tones. All right, so we're talking again with Sonjia Peltin-Sam. Talk to us about your state-of-the-art coaching style. What does that entail?
So you guys, I kind of walk you through my journey of transition from where I started to where I am now. So I do fabulous vision board parties, November through probably like now, March time. And every now and then through parts of the year, I'm doing vision board parties and things like that because that's where I started. It's life coaching and building people up in life. Then I had to transition right into more business coaching and then transition into your digital and physical product.
Yes.
Your girl can create you some, baby, the digital products and physical products off the chain. Okay. So if you want you some planners or workbooks or ebooks, honey, or journals, baby, this is not your average.
It's not. It's not.
This boy that's coming out got a red bottom sheet in there for your vision for you to write in, right? This is your luxury plan, a red bottom. It's gonna be digital, 2 ways digital. You're gonna be able to put it in your good notes, in your iPad too, if that's how you use it. If you want to flip it, if you want a digital download, you're gonna be able to flip it and do what you want. Right, but I create these not only for me, but I create them for other people. Dr. Nikki Ziegler, I created her one, y'all. She's selling out at that $99. So that little black planner coming out for my birthday in May. Make sure y'all join the email list so you can see it when it comes out. It's gonna be like an online workbook course. I'm gonna walk you through the sheets.
Wow.
And the Facebook group walks you through the pages. Each page has a little prompt. Push done when you're finished, right?
Oh,
and
my
it's a
goodness.
planner. It's a checklist. So the checklist in there, one full page is for a year. So you can check off, I did my time with God today. I did my stuff for social media today. This is for your life, your career, and if you're a business owner. This is impactful.
Okay, so this is pre-order. Do you pre-order? What do you do? How can people get the...
Right now, I need y'all to just get on the email list. Now, I do have the older version. It's available at mylittleblackplanner.com. I do have the older version available still now. This one is way more in depth. But if you get on that, theglamcoach.com, and get your free gift, I got free stuff for life, free stuff for business. And now I have a course for life that'll change your life. Get on in there. I want you to do that. And you can also get to that free gift if you go to my app. I forgot that. I have an Apple app. Lunch, like you launching to the next level, honey. Launch your launch your vision. So if you want to go Apple and get Launch Your Vision, that's on Apple. I'll drop that in the link a little bit later.
Please. And then while you're doing that too, I'm actually going to share this screen because I want you to see, and I'm going to put it in the comment section. It's already there where you can go and get everything that Sonjia is saying. But here I'm going to pop up her website for you to get a visual. I'm big on visuals here.
Yeah, I've done things for like Sienna Sauce. If y'all check out the Sauce Boss, Sienna Sauce, I think it's siennasauce.com. I did her cookbook. Right. I did the cookbook, and y'all, she was on the Shark Tank. Yeah, she was on the Shark Tank. So I worked with a couple of people.
Y'all want to let her work with you. Don't worry about who she worked with in her celebrity world. You let her work with you. Look at this, Sonjia Peltin-Sam, the GLAM coach, author, speaker, teacher. And you want to get on that free. Where do you go to sign up?
Right there, it said join right up at the top. That black button right over there.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm joining. I'm joining today. Just so y'all know, right now.
That black button. Join on that black button. Join now. I want y'all to join it.
You see this big black button right here where it says take action today, become a free VIP. Make sure you click join now and go ahead and join. I'm gonna stop sharing my broadcast.
Let me tell y'all why you want to join that now. Because let me tell y'all what y'all get to join later with My Little Black Planner. Y'all get to join the country club. Your girl is gonna have the first Facebook ever country club. So we have a country club. Like, we taking this to the next level. Y'all getting My Little Black Planner because everybody should have that little black dress, right? But you're going to join the country club. So it's going to be like something y'all have not seen before. I'm going to give it to y'all every which way. You're going to get freebies within there for a year. You're going to get updates for 3 years on your calendars. If you like the dated calendars and you do digitals and you want to print your own planner, we're going to talk about how to make that planner into, y'all know how like the happy planners, different planners like that with the ring bind, how you can make your own. And then every year you can take these printables and make your own. I
just signed up, girl. I signed up.
Okay.
I want my stuff. Don't whoever working your back office, just know I don't
know. And we can have My Little Black Planner party for my birthday.
Like this. Yay. I don't know if y'all are as excited as I am out here in the studio audience, but you know, I'm excited. When is your 50th birthday? My mom said.
It's May 25th. May 25th is my 50th
That's why I'm so connected to you. Mine is May 31st. I wonder if people that are, I don't know, one way or the other, because I really don't study.
Yeah, I want to see this. I got a friend. She's trying to give me like the key to the city and the proclamation for the birthday for the My Little Black Planet. Like it's gonna be a whole thing, not a thing, a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole
thing. A whole. Now you're also the founder of a nonprofit organization, the GLAM Factor 501c3.
GLAM Factor, yeah. GLAM Factor, and GLAM Factor is actually where I actually go in. A lot of times I do things with other nonprofits. Most of the time it is like vision board type things like that. I've worked with a couple of people where we taught youth about business. So yeah, it's really me a lot of times going in and I help out like other nonprofits with different type of things. So yeah. And I give them back some time. Sometimes it's some resources and things like that. But yeah, so that's what GLAM Factor is. And it is on my website. Go to the website and you go over to GLAM Factor and you get to see some of like pictures or videos and some of our give backs that we do. I was working with like a big Toys for Tots at one time for a couple of years. So I'd go to the warehouse, we pack up and we do different things through different churches and organizations as a give back. So I work with like a lot of different organizations through GLAM Factor.
Wow, I am impressed with everything that you're doing. And then the other thing that I know you have a passion for helping people that are in prison and jails. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was working with Vicky Samander. And so before cancer and COVID, I would go into the jails and I just bring hope, right? Because they still have a vision too. I think a lot of times and people don't realize that they think you gave up on them. And a lot of times because they're not right there in your life anymore, you know, you don't get to see them all the time and you can't just call them when you want to. I think sometimes they feel lost or they feel forgotten, right? And so a lot of times they give up hope. And it's important to make sure that they get the training that they need. Right. You talk up to them about the things that they need, but also to just bring a great message about God's love, about He never gave up on you, about you can start over. My friend Vicky, she has a great testimony about starting over. And now she's like a super 6-figure earner, almost $1 million. Like starting over from being in there a couple of times, almost getting life to being able to start over. And so I think if we can bring that lesson, that hope to other people, if we can give them training, if we can teach them to have a vision beyond the prison walls. Why you in here? You don't have a whole lot to do. Get you some training. Why you in here? What are you going to do when you get out? Look up, what do other people when they get out? How do they transition when they get out of here, right? So I think that's important, just bringing a lesson of hope to other people, even though they're feeling like they're in exile at the moment.
Wow, you are in such an inspiration and you're doing it like in record time here of just inspiring everybody that's tuned in. Listen, our next episode sponsor is actually one of my children, Jeremiah J. Jacobs, and is jeremiahjjacobs.com. Let's learn more about him now.
I'm a digital marketing specialist, a web designer, and also a web developer. Odds are you're a business owner watching this video. If so, you may be struggling with digital marketing and or building the right website for your business. But that's where I come in, to help you build a website that you're proud of and also hit your target audience. So let me help you build the better business you deserve. For examples of websites that I've worked on, check out my website, jeremiahjjacobs.com. That website in itself is also an example because I built it, and it's an example of a one-pager. To get more information on the plans that I offer, contact me at info@jeremiahjjacobs.com. I repeat, info@jeremiahjjacobs.com. That is my email, not a website. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
All right, that's our episode sponsor, Jeremiah J. Jacobs. All right.
I love that. Because why? It goes along with these digital and physical products because you got to have something to sell them on. And that one page will do the job. You don't have to have anything bulky or big. And one page will get you done.
You better believe it. You better believe it. And so we do have one final episode sponsor that I want to talk to you all about briefly. And she is the co-author. She's hosting a co-author interest meeting. And that is happening on Tuesday, March 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You may know her as a visionary, Dr. Zakia O. Mabry. Now, with Dr. Zakia, she has She discusses being a co-author in her next best-selling collaboration book, Silent Epidemic: Work Trauma. Dr. Zakia's diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. She's a strategist, DEIA strategist, international speaker, and 3-time Amazon best-selling author who knows a thing or two about working in a toxic work environment. So just so you know, if you have any questions like you've suffered from a traumatic or challenging workplace experience that's led to a mental health condition, or do you believe that you've had to mask pain caused by work in order to feel a sense of normalcy? Do you feel like you would be willing to share your story or help someone else that has overcome the unvoiced pain from their workplace trauma? Then if any of those answers are yes to any of those questions, then this is the perfect opportunity for you to be a part of this interest meeting that's happening. Screenshot it, everybody, March 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And to register, we're going to put the link right here in the comment section, and you'll be able to go and be a part of that interest meeting. Let her know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you her way. All right, Sonjia, tell us any closing comments that you might have. Oh, you're muted though. You muted, even though you cute.
All right, guys. So I had an amazing time with you, Kim. Thank you so much for having me. The amazing Dr. Nikki Ziegler introduced us, and I'm so happy that she did. Yeah, if you want to get this free consultation, y'all want to talk to me one-on-one. Like, you just like, I want to talk to that girl one-on-one.
You have to talk to her one-on-one. Come on.
You got to. What I need you to do is go ahead and text. It's a text number that she had earlier.
I'm going to put that there. Wait a minute. Right now. Let me pop that up.
You can just text that help, or you can text 817. If you go to the website, you can book a consultation. You'll still spot on the website to book a consultation. It's going to look full and it's not as fast because sometimes I can work things within for the 15 minutes. If you text that help to that number, 817-715-4247, I can get you a free consultation. I can walk you through some workbooks, walk you through some planners, things like that. Also, guys, I do these presentations, animated PowerPoint presentations that's like none other. So if you guys are presenters and you present all the time and you're like, I'm tired of these boring presentations that I'm throwing up here that I created, y'all go ahead and check out. Let me show you guys just how I can make it animated and fun. We can add your links right in. If you have links that you need to go over to, we can add those. You could even do like she's doing the intro videos right on that PowerPoint presentation. We can do that. We can make you a workbook combination, workbook or planner ebook combination with the workbook and the PowerPoint presentation. And also I have something fabulous with a QR code that I can do for you presenters. So we can do something with a QR code presentation. So once you're on the stage, you lead them to this QR code and they get this thing with a booklet or whatever you want to give them. And they have a testimonial link. They can hit it right in there and start giving you guys reviews and testimonials. So we can create some amazing things for you guys who are like speakers, consultants, trainers, coaches, and things like that for that. And so I'm excited to talk to you. I'm ready to speak to you. Let's get it going and let's get you on the road. I normally have a little thing here and it say make it some ching, right? Make you some extra income and let's put it in that bank account. I love you guys so much. I feel blessed that God allowed me to meet the amazing Kim Jacobs and have me on this show today. Thank you, Kim, so much.
Well, thank you. I truly feel blessed that you came and stopped by the Kim Jacobs Show while you're visiting with your family and still taking the time to serve others. And I just ask God to bless you in the most incredible way possible. I see you, Aunt Jenny, out there in the virtual studio audience. Thank you for tuning in today as well. And I also want to put this image up right quick because this is something that shows tell us about this.
Oh, because that shows a little bit of my work. If you went to the glamcoach.com and you just kind of wanted to see some of the people that I've worked with, see some of my work, you can go over there and you can go to the See My Work page. And you'll be able to just see a couple of planners. You know, like I have a little couple of pieces in there, planners, different things that I've done for other people. And it kind of showcases some of the other things that I can do for you. I made Dr. Nikki's templates. So sometimes you just need Canva template graphics. So you can change them around, a 10-pack of templates. You can get those. I have some amazing things. And my turnaround is quick. I'm like none other. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm not going to take out day to do it. You're going to give me.
Does it make you want to work with her, y'all? You got to feel like what I'm feeling. Okay, and tell us about this picture too.
That's my amazing family, guys.
So I had to put that up.
That's my son and his wife, my daughter, my niece. That's my dad, the one you see in the white shirt. That's my amazing dad. My husband's right there by me in the cab. My sissy, my sister. And since then, guys, since this picture, we have some twins, honey. We had the grandkids, honey. I had 2 grandkids.
Oh, you
cannot
be somebody's grandma.
I'm
you grandma.
Baby, I am Jaja.
Jaja. What was I thinking? Hello.
And so, yeah, they Jaja. So, yeah, the amazing grandkids. And this is Your Talk Time TV show. So I did have in Houston, I had Your Talk Time TV, which was on the public access network in our city. And so I used to have Your Talk Time. This was a vision board party that I just did for some kids, and every kid. Actually, we had an amazing sponsor that bought every kid manifest your vision, and you see they made the vision boards from the book, and so they had cutouts and everything like that, and they made amazing. This guy, let me tell y'all about this young man. This young man just got 20 scholarships, all paid scholarships, and they are to the big schools, honey, the big college, the big
Congratulations! We celebrate you.
Like, look at this young kid. Right after that, he put up. I was like, "Now look at you. You can run around the world." I say you go.
I am so excited. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, y'all. We got. Every episode I've been just like not wanting to get off, but I do want to say a quick happy birthday. I know Trina, you don't do much social media or anything, but today is your birthday, and I just want to say happy birthday to you. We celebrate you and ask that God bless you with many more years to come. She's the mom to 2 of my nephews, and I just want to celebrate her today. Happy birthday, Trina. Happy birthday. All right. She does so much for so many other people, and I just wanted to take a minute to give a quick shout out to her on today's broadcast. All right. I think that's all I can get in. Let's
I just want to speak a blessing over everybody's life. So everybody that's watching today, that I pray that God increases your territory. I pray that God increases your creativity, right? I pray God increases your time, that it gives you more time, that you accomplish everything that you're supposed to do within the earth. I want to thank you that he's leading you to the right people at the right time in the right places, right? And that you don't miss any opportunities. You won't miss any opportunities in this season that God has for you, that you're going to follow the steps of the Lord, that you're going to follow good steps, that you're going to have good success, right? It's yours. And so I'm excited about the next steps in your life. Yes, I am. I'm excited about everything that you're going to accomplish.
Well, we receive it. All of us receive it, and I receive it in Jesus' name. Listen, y'all, yesterday, I just want to thank Dr. Christine Kozachuk, who was one of the donors to the Kim Jacobs Show. And there are always donors that are pouring into the broadcast. So I just want to thank you, no matter what amount that you contribute to the broadcast, it is greatly appreciated. I don't care if it's $1 or if it's $1,000 or if it's $1 million. Every contribution that comes into the Kim Jacobs Show is much appreciated and needed in order for us to be able to keep this daily program thriving. So please make sure you know that you can donate through Cash App, through PayPal, through Venmo, whatever way works best for you. Kim Jacobs Inc. is the $ with Cash App, paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. For those that are the podcast listeners, you don't get to see this. And Venmo is at The Kim Jacobs Show. If you want to be a Patreon member and get exclusive back office content, go to patreon.com/The Kim Jacobs Show. Thank you all for your contributions and for making this show what it is, allowing us to bring balance to the world, one household at a time. Thank you, Sonjia Peltin, even though that's not your name, right? Sonjia Peltin-Sam, you are a blessing on this earth. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. See you again, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time weekdays. Talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.